that's too long, but, you know, I don't get to decide these things. If someone wants to make a motion that we wait until Monday to take public comment during a regular city council meeting, I'll entertain that. Do a second for more discussion. And I think for that part of the meeting, we'd be taking care of it.
I'll make a motion that we postpone the decision about the interim manager until the next meeting on Monday, after we've heard public input. That being said, I do think that he's a good fit for the job, and I think it's real important to include the public in an effort to restore trust with the public and transparency. And like I said, I don't think we're going to find anybody better, but I'd sure like to hear what they have to say before we make that final decision.
I would second that motion.
Any more discussion? Okay, so the motion is to wait until the next city council meeting or to take public comment from the citizens regarding the potential interim city manager. And let's do a roll call, Sarah.
Councilor Westover?
Yes.
Councilor Warren?
Yes.
Councilor Baker?
Yes.
Councilor Soto?
Yes.
One of the reasons why I wanted to handle that particular part of the agenda first is so that Mr. Cantor can see what you guys want to talk about as far as what we need in a city manager. I just envision at some point with an interim city manager, we're going to have a work session and we're going to really drill down what we want to see in a potential new city manager or permanent hire. Tonight's probably not the forum to do that, but if you want to throw some general ideas on the table and have the public and Mr. Cantor hear those ideas, I'm fine with it. It's on the agenda. And do you guys want to proceed in that way, or do you want to wait on something like that for a workshop?
I would suggest that we form an ad hoc committee with citizens of, residents of Phoenix to discuss what the residents would like to see in a city manager, and then bring that direction to council as well.
Yeah. And then we have that, well, even if it's working, we have that time to form that and do that. I fully agree with that, Dan. I think it's gonna take a lot more, you know, like you said, the groundwork for an interim. We don't want a mess trying to hire a new city manager. We want the interim to put everything to bed. So if a new city manager comes in, he can manage and not have to sit there and put out a lot of fires. So so we need to make sure, and from what I heard from Dave, that's what he can do for us. But like we said, we want to make sure, think on it, we don't make a rapid decision, and the citizens should have input.
Sure, we have 6 months to go with the process. I think it'll work out quite well.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I think that it would be up to our interim city manager to really to help facilitate that conversation with the public, and come up with a good strategy, a hiring timeline, a strategy, and work with the public to hear what they want in a city manager. So I look forward to working with the interim to make that process happen once they're hired.
I would add businesses to it, not just our
Businesses.
citizens, but business, because the business has a big impact at the working relationship with City Hall, so.
Agreed.
I look forward to that also. But as I stated earlier, I'm really going to put a lot of emphasis on the 60 years of experience that city managers have to interview city managers. I'm going to put a lot of strength into their recommendations. I know that Bruce, you've been here quite a while. You got some experience. I've got some experience, and the newer city council members, the public has some experience, and got to take their input in. When you've got 60 years of, you know, in the trenches city manager experience, you really got to listen to those guys and what they're saying.
Well, you brought a good point. Here's this iceberg. Council sees just
Right.
the top part. The city managers with experience see the other part of that iceberg.
Just
And ask questions we wouldn't even think of.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
I would like to make one motion that we open up the interim city manager position to the rest of the public, and that we invite whoever else thinks that they may be qualified to apply between now and Monday.
Sure.
I would second that. I do second that.
Discussion? So there's a bit of a process in doing that. You need to I guess, put it on the website. Just put it on the website. Open it up.
Post it on the website. And welcome
So-
people to come, tell them to submit their application. Let's talk to them.
There's a couple, we can post that tomorrow at a couple of public areas too, which we should do on something like that at the post office and a couple other places where people look for posting, not necessarily look at our website. So.
Do you guys have anybody Anybody in mind? I mean, I've been asking for a week, and anybody have any other ideas? No?
Like I said, I went through my contacts and finding a qualified interim city manager is an issue. And we have one, and so.
Yeah. And I reached out to others, and they couldn't find anybody.
Well, we got the time, we'll post it tomorrow on the bulletin boards in public down there and see what happens come Monday night.
I think it's just worth doing our due diligence, put, you know, a sentence up on the website that says, we have a vacancy for an interim city manager. If you're interested, please send in a resume. I don't think that does us any harm.
I don't see a problem with it.
That's fine. Okay. A motion from the table?
Second.
Okay. I have Westover seconding.
That's correct.
Okay. So let's see, Counselor Westover?
Yes.
Counselor Warren?
Yes.
Counselor Baker?
Yes.
Counselor Sophie?
Yes.
Okay. With that said, let's adjourn tonight's meeting. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your concern in coming out.
Thanks.